Today, we will fill the streets with passion, conviction that every vote matters this election day. Right?
I believe that we. I believe that she. I believe that she will win. I believe that she will win. I believe that she will win.
Everybody here knows I make TV, a lot of fictional TV, and if I were writing a storyline about a woman running for president, and I am, I would be jealous right now. I would feel a little bit jealous because I can't invent a character who is more fierce, more intelligent, more interesting, more complex, more intensely overqualified than Hillary Clinton, a very real person. This summer, I had the honor of making the documentary that aired to introduce her at the Democratic National Convention. And to do that, I had to spend sort of countless hours researching her, interviewing people who knew her, reading everything about her, and more importantly, I spent hours and hours just sitting and talking to her. And I have to tell you, that woman has like no chill, like none. And what's great about that is that her brain is always working. She's a serious person. She's like fiercely empathetic, she's brilliant, she cares. She loves solving problems. Like that's what I came away with, mostly. This woman loves solving problems, small problems, big problems, the nation's problems. I don't know if she would define it this way, but I call her like a practical optimist. You know, she would believe that possibly anything can be made a better place. The world can be made a better place, but it'd have to be done if everybody worked together. That's really her attitude. And she's interested in making sort of an actual, more perfect union. And she's ready and willing to do that hard work for us, which, that's the best thing ever. I mean, I don't know, I think it's the best thing ever. She's the most qualified person to ever run for president, and let's talk about that overqualified part. There is something to be said for being accomplished, for having experience, for knowing what you are doing. There's a terrible, scary part going on out there. She's a fighter, which I think is wonderful and a good one. And she always says the thing that if you knock her down, she's going to get back up. And I always say if you knock her down, she'll get back up and dare you to knock her down again. I've been impressed with her for a long time. I've been impressed by what she's been through, by what she's accomplished, by what she stands for. I think a life of public service is one of America's most admirable sacrifices. No one in television does that. No one. And one certainly doesn't engage in it for 30 years unless you really care about helping others, unless you love solving problems, unless you actually really believe that you can make America better. Hillary's a force of nature. She gets it done. Hillary's a badass, excuse my language. But I can't think of a better example of what hard work, intelligence, sacrifice, big dog ferocity, empathy, common sense looks like in somebody who should be our leader, right?
Hello, everybody. We are here at the Democratic rally. We are here with the comedian Michael Colyar, and he has had us laughing on a serious note. We're going to talk about voting. Why is it important to vote?
Comedian, motivational speaker, humanitarian, artist, jazz musician, stripper. It's important to vote because we got to get the right person in. And if we don't vote, so many people who are following the wrong person are going to vote, and then we're going to be stuck with a fool who's going to damage not just our country but the world. It's very important to vote because that's a right that our parents and our grandparents fought for and some died for. And now we have that right. We're treated as a privilege and go and do the doggone thing, because if you don't vote, you have nothing to say about the way this country is run. Don't be sitting around here complaining and stuff next year when we get the wrong person if you know your ignorant behind did not walk 6 blocks and pull a button and push one button. It's that easy. It's that simple. What was you doing? They made you too busy to go across the street and vote. What is wrong with you?
Well, they're saying that SEPTA might be an issue. What do you have to say about that?
SEPTA has nothing to do with it, okay? Public transportation should not keep you from voting. Every voting poll is close enough for you to walk to. Now, you might have to start early, especially if you're a big old double meat eater. You might have to start early, Get up in the morning, have some scrambled eggs, and just start walking in that direction. Sooner or later, you will be at the booth. If you start early, you'll get there before they close.
Now, you heard it right here. We'll be right back with more of the Democratic rally. Right back.
No one can tell you strongly enough how important it is that we don't just vote, but that we take people with us.
My name is Michael Colyar. I am now a syndicated radio show host on 25 markets. I replaced Doug Banks, and our show is called The Afternoon Rush. And what we've done is come together with all the black radio syndicated hosts. So Steve Harvey, Cheryl Underwood, Ricky Smiley, all of us are coming together. And on the 8th, we are going to be pushing everybody get to the polls, and we're asking everybody to take at least 5 people with you. You know, if there's seniors in your neighborhood who can't get there because they don't have a car, drive them on over. You know, if the guy on the corner is drunk and laying on the curb, he can't make it, just wash his face and walk him on over. Just take as many people in as you can. You know, I love the president that we have now. I think President Obama was amazing and is amazing in what he did. I even created a little book. It's called The Funny Thing Happened on the Way to the White House. I knocked on the door and a brother answered. Now, and it's just to remind us that anything can happen. Like she said, anybody could be president, but we want the right anybody to be president. We want the person who's going to make a difference, who's going to be positive, who's going to be uplifting. You know, the other thing, our other option is not even an option. It's too scary to even consider. So I'm not here to do a comedy routine. I'm here to say, first of all, thank each and every one of you for volunteering and getting out there and beating the path, knocking on them doors, reminding people that this is important because our country is important. We're important. This is the country. If you look around, look at these people. Everybody is represented in this room. You know, and me being a black Haitian woman, I know how important it is. You know, you got to keep levity. If you don't keep a little humor in it, you're going to get mad, you know. We have to remember that this is the greatest country in the world. There's a fella out there who keeps trying to make something great that already is great. What we want to do is keep on shining up the greatness that we have. And we do that by pulling together, loving each other, and most importantly, let's get out and vote. I'm Michael Colyar, and I appreciate you. Thank you.
Everyone, we are here at the Democratic rally with Mayor Thaddeus Kirkland, and we're just making sure that everyone gets out to vote. So why is it important for the people to get out and vote?
It's important for the people to get out to vote simply because we have an opportunity to put a person in place with experience, character, the wisdom and the intellect to lead this country to the next level. If folks don't get out and vote, we could possibly end up with someone who is a divider, someone who talks about people who have physical challenges, someone who has no vision or plan for our country. And so it is so vitally important that all folks, black, white, Latino, Hispanic, young, old, male, female, go to the polls and cast their vote. And then more importantly, cast their vote for Hillary Clinton.
You heard it. Make sure you vote. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
Working so very hard. Listen, too much is at stake. Too much is at stake for any of us to sit home. And I heard, you heard earlier that some folks might just decide to sit home and not vote at all. That is not an option. That is not an option. It is so important that you go to those folks that choose not to vote or continuously say that they are undecided. There is a decision to make on Tuesday. And that decision is, do we continue to progressing or do we go backward? I don't know about you, but I'm focused on looking forward. And I'm focused on looking forward because we've achieved so much, we have accomplished so much, and we've done so much better under our current president, President Barack Obama, and we're going to do even more under our new president who is it's going to be Hillary Clinton. I don't speak in things like maybes and mights and could be, but I try to speak in factualities, and the fact of the matter is she's going to be our next president. And some folks might ask, why is she going to be our next president? You heard it before. Number one, because she has the character. She has the character. She understands people. She understands how to work with people and how to embrace people. And she understands that people who are hurting, she knows how to reach down and not only pull them up, but absorb some of their pain and their hurt. She has the character. She has the wisdom. And you know what? Wisdom comes from God. And when you've been through some of the stuff and things that Hillary has been through and still stand strong and tall, have the wisdom to understand that I got to keep moving. There are certain things I can and cannot do in order for us to progress together. She has the wisdom to do that and to work with persons. She has the wisdom to also put people around her who will help her achieve the goals of moving this country forward. Second and third thing is she has the temperament. She doesn't go off the handle. She doesn't fly off the handle, but she speaks from the heart. The other guy speaks from the head, and you realize there's nothing up there. But Hillary speaks from the heart because she has the passion and the temperament and the ideals that reach the people that she's talking to. Hillary works with us and is one of us. And last but definitely not least, Hillary has the experience. Watch this. If any of you were to go to have major surgery, the last thing person you want operating on you is a person that just, somebody that just walked into the medical room. Someone who has never operated, someone who has never did any major surgery. That's the last person you want operating on you. You would want someone with experience, someone that has the know-how, someone that has done it, been there, done that before, and someone who has surrounded themselves with other experienced personnel in order to perform a successful operation. Well, in order for us to perform a successful operation and make sure we complete the task at hand, we have to make sure that when we leave here today, that we knock on each and every door and talk about the experienced candidate, the person that's going to take us over the finish line, and that's Hillary Clinton. And I'm excited about it. I stopped listening to polls, whether they go up or down or around the corner, whatever. I stopped listening. Because what I've started doing is I say it's time to work and work like we've never worked before. Work like your life depends upon it, because it does. And so when we leave these walls and leave these halls and you go and you find neighbors, take your souls to the poll, take your neighbor to the poll, take your enemy, clean it up for that day, go get your enemy and take your enemy to the poll, take the new voters to the poll, encourage young people to go to the poll, persons that are voting for the first time, get them to the poll and encourage them to push that Democratic button and vote straight Democrat. Don't go around it. Don't mess with it, hit it, and quit it. Because we have some awesome candidates, awesome people who are going to be leaders, the next in line of leaders in our community. I have this opportunity.
We're here with Brian Kirkland, who is running for office. He's going to tell us why is it important for us to vote.
Well, it's extremely important because we only have 3 days left. And it's a very important campaign because we can't let Donald Trump take this office. He's already divided our country. We know that Hillary is going to bring us together and keep us together, as our current president Barack Obama has been doing. And this is very vital that everybody gets out to vote. And don't forget, tell a friend to tell a friend. And don't forget, bright and early, November 8th, Tuesday. And not just for Hillary, also down the ticket, Mr. Marty Malloy for Senator, Katie McGinty for U.S. Senate, and myself, Brian Kirkland, for State Representative of the 159th.
All right, we're here at the Democratic rally. We'll be right back right after this.
And Hillary is someone that is going to make this country stronger and keep the work that Barack Obama has already been accomplished. She's going to continue to take the torch and take us to another level. I truly believe that. She is a great candidate, and I truly believe that she's going to lead this country in the right direction. It's very important that we all get out to vote. Like Mayor Kirkland said, tell a friend, tell a neighbor, tell an enemy, tell everybody to get out there in 3 more days, because your vote does matter. From top, nationally, from Hillary to Katie McGinty to Leanne, Marty, it's very important that we all have the same people in office, that we can all work together. And that's very important. That's how we get things done here. And we know what our city needs. We know what Chester needs. We know what hinders our communities. We know in Harrisburg we need to fight for tougher gun laws and make our communities more safe. It's a whole bunch of work to be done, a whole bunch of jobs to be created, better education and everything. And the only way we can do that is if we work together. And I'm the one that's going to represent you all in Harrisburg, if God willing, when I become state representative in 3 more days. If you believe in the dream, vote for the team. If you believe in the dream, vote for the team. If you believe in the dream, vote for the team. November 8th.